Okay, it goes. So the first one was a triangle. Base times height, finish it. Divided by 2. Okay, so if you haven't done that, I want to see this. B times H divided by 2. I want to see that on your page right now. Okay? I'll give you 1 mark for those people who have tried and don't remember divide by 2. If I see 12 times 18, that's 1 mark. Divide by 2 is the finishing bit, because you have to have it. Yeah?
I've done 12 and 8.
12 add, like
And 18.
18. It's not add, it's times. Okay? Area, just thinking your brain times. Okay? So I'll need your calculator. So 12 times 18, if you did that on its own, would be 216. But you have to have it. That's why Mr. Goodhand stickers, when you killers go, is because you do not divide by 2. Okay? So it's 108 is the final answer. I did tell you that if it doesn't say centimetres squared in your answer as a default, if you put centimetres squared, you may get some credit. So, if I can see centimetres squared in this question, and this question alone, so the other questions you may have added it, you're not going to get bonus mark in all these, you can have that mark. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay? 1 for centimetres squared, because it's an area, 1 for divided by 2, and 1 for the initial times and bit. Okay, yes. Okay, what can I use for the next one?
They do 8 times
8 times 16. What does that formula say in the formula book?
half bracket, and then 8
A
plus.
plus. Do you change your method?
No, I did put plus.
Oh, good. Okay, so tell me what to do. How can I fill this out? By the way, you don't get any credit for writing that out. The first bit of credit you get is when you put the numbers in the right place. You don't have to work anything out. You'll get credit for putting the 2 parallel sides in the bracket and the height on the end. You get that mark, okay? So, Kyle, what do you think this says now?
They do half again. 16 plus 8 bracket, and then 10 plus 7.
Perfect. 1 mark, okay? Yes.
Oh no.
You want to do bits for me? Good.
Yeah.
Right, so take it away.
8 plus 16 equals 24.
Okay.
Then divide 24 by 2
Like it?
equals 1.7. And write down this one.
24 divided by 2, 1.7, are you sure?
No, it's not 24 that.
12. Okay, so there might have been, when you pressed it, it might have been something a little bit dodgy in the calculator. But she was absolutely dead right, wasn't she? You do have to have 24 to make 12, and that times that is 84 centimetres squared. Okay, let me break down the marks for you. 1 mark for substituting in correctly. So the next time you do it, the first thing you can do, without thinking, is grab this formula, which will always be provided for you, okay, and put the numbers in the right place. They're checking that you put the parallel lines in the brackets, yeah? Now there's nothing stopping you, as soon as you see this question, doing these little arrows. Why would you do this? Why would you not? You don't have to. Tell them that parallel. So they go in the bracket. Second mark I'm going to give you is you divide by 2. Okay? Somewhere you have something. Because if you don't do that, it will go wrong. And the final mark is for the full answer of 84. Okay? If you've got 84 and you've not done all the marking bits like I've asked for, you still get full marks now. Okay? But I'm looking for it in the next part so you can remember how to do it. Okay? So it's out of 6 so far. Okay? I'm expecting you to recall some of this stuff. Okay? Did you write any of that down? Why? Pardon? Did you get it right?
I forgot to half it.
On both?
One. Don't do it on.
The next one I want to do, otherwise it's pointless. Okay. Area of a circle. Pi r squared sounds like area to me. So if you write pi r squared, I'm going to give you a mark. Okay? You will not get that in a real assessment, in a true exam in GCSE, because they don't care that you just recognise it, you have to recognise it and use it. Okay? So the next big decision, in our class work, we've been doing radiuses and diameters. Okay? Is this a radius or is it a diameter?
Radius.
Radius, tell me how you know. Halfway, well done. First mark then, pi times 5 squared. So, Courtney, you went for it and you got it, didn't you? You got it right, you chose the right one. Okay? That goes into the calculator.
I thought you had to add it on there. It's area for it, so it's 10.
No, it says pi r squared. Okay? So, that goes in the calculator. And Callum's got a point. Some of you may try to do that. I kept it simple this time. Radius means halfway, so you just use it. Okay? So, this works out to be 78.5398. Dot. What am I telling somebody when I've done dot?
You haven't divided it yet.
I haven't
Round it.
round it yet. Okay. What are the two answers I could choose? Tell me that. Yep.
78.5 or 78.2.
Perfect. 78.5, 78.6. Let's explain it so you can hear it when we do it on YouTube. When I put it on YouTube, which one would you choose and why would you choose that? Okay. Yes.
You would choose 78.5 because 3 is lower than 5.
Good.
And you
Can
round
anyone
it
say
to
the
height
sentence which decides whether you go up? You said it's lower than 5. Perfect. We chose that one. What was the thing you'd say?
5 or above.
5 or above. Brilliant. And I appreciate that you're trying to get there. You'll get a chance, I promise. Okay. So we choose this one. 78.5 centimetres. Is it squared, cubed, on its own? How do you know? In the question, why does it agree with you? Area. Choose the area, centimetre squared, unit squared, whatever you. Okay. This one. When I need a circumference, I'll use pi d. Okay. I see pi d, or I saw pi d all over the place. Okay. Is this the diameter? Is that
Yes.
16? Yes. Why?
Because it goes all the way across.
Perfect.
Halfway.
Pi times 16, 1 mark. You get that? Use your sheet again, is it the same way?
Yeah.
Good. So 50.2654, telling somebody who's never met you before that you haven't bothered around it yet, but she has on there when you look. 1 decimal point again, line goes there, either stays the same or goes up by 1.
So it would be 50.
50.3. Now, can anyone explain the sentence that we've just said to justify the big answer? 5 or above. That is the perfect way of saying it. Before you may have met me, you've said above 5, which is not right because when you get a 5, you might go, what do I do now? But if you say 5 or above, it's definitely the big answer.
So do I get half a mark for both of them? 'Cause
You could have full marks. I appreciate you did 2 decimal places, but now you know it's the same technique. Oh, I was going to put centimetre squared there. That would have been a big mistake. Put in? It's not cubed because it's not a volume. Circumference is just a distance around the outside. It's not like the big area inside, it's just a line. So it's just centimetres because it's only a line. Okay? Just a line. I'm rubbish at doing that. Do that again. What that mean? Oh yes, do it on. Okay. There we go. Right then, so let's tally these up. 1 for the right formula and 1 for rounding correctly. So these are only worth 2. Okay? Quite harsh. You probably get more than that in a real exam, but I'm trying to be harsh to make your grade better. Okay, if I was too lenient on you, it'd be too difficult for you to progress. Right then. Next one. Volume of a cuboid. Cuboid is a prism. A prism is the same all the way along. Yeah? How do you find the volume of a prism? What does it say in the formula book? It's written on the board right there, just how you get it. Excuse me? Imogen? You're not going to progress if you don't sort yourself. You need to do it right now for yourself, nobody else. Say it again, please, Carol. Area times length. So if you figure out the area of this big face here, or any face, any of these, and times it by how long it is, we'll find the volume. Yeah. So, find the area of that. What's the area of a rectangle? How do you do that? 4 times 7. Now, so Liam did this in a different order. He did 7 times 21, and then he times it by 4. It's still going to have the right answer, okay? Now, all he did was work out the area. Look at this. He worked out the area of the top face and times it by 4, because that's how long it was in terms of how deep it is. same thing. Okay, so 4 times 7, or 7 times 4, that's the area of the face, the cross section. Times that by 21. What does that work out to be? Should take notes. Use your belt to do it, like you did in the first question. You should take notes. 588, thank you. 588. This is the first time you're going to use this, so I'm going to leave a mark for this. 588 meters cubed. It's a volume, it's a 3D shape. So power 3. So we will have 2 marks. This next question.
So I did it a little bit wrong.
Did you get the right answer? Okay.
I've done it wrong.
Because, can I tell you why?
Right.
It doesn't matter what order you do multiplication,
Oh.
it'll always give you the right answer, okay? The next one though, it might make a difference. This one, we did this quite recently, and I think it's going to shade in everything. Let's see. Didn't shade in anything. Fair enough. You have to still do a prism, so it's still area times length. This area is different. Why is it different? Why is the area of this shape different? Nobody knows what the shape is. It's a cylinder. So what type of shape is the actual cross section? What does it look like? It's a circle. So we need to do the area of a circle, which is like what we did. Now I've been very fair on this one because I actually said radius equals 4. I didn't just put it on it. So we have to do pi r squared, and then we have to times it by how long it is. So this will be pi times 4 squared, because it's pi times the radius squared, just like we did before. If you remember when we did it in class, I tried to encourage you to do it the way Courtney did, because she did it all in one go on the calculator, and it made that your answer was dead accurate. What's the length of this cylinder? How long is it? 10. So that goes in. That should go in one go, all in one go, and it should give you a final answer. Okay? Now I've done it, I reckon some of you are going, oh yeah, I remember that now. And like you were saying, those people who didn't understand it and didn't try, you're going to be further away from it than you were if you tried, like some of the kids who still didn't get it. Okay, if they tried, I guarantee they're going to have much more success. Okay, so that is a massive answer, but like I say, volumes are big. I'm going to round this. It didn't say to round it, so if you just put the final answer, you can have the mark. It didn't talk about rounding. There's 1 decimal point. What do you think it is?
502.7.
What that? Look at that. Meters cubed. Did you? Fantastic.
Don't know why.
Because you tried. Okay? Now, don't use the standards on yourself here. That is one of the toughest questions you can find, okay? That will be on a higher and a foundation exam, okay? Because the amount of stuff you need to remember, okay? And it's one of the more appropriate ones. Now, next and last one.
Sir, do you know if I was all I did was 2 times 4?
10 times 4.
Yeah.
And that gave you 502.7.
7.
Can't have. 10 times 4 is?
Oh.
Just means you didn't do any decent work in notes on it. You didn't write down your work that properly. Right, listen to this. This is the one that didn't go very well. This is the one that some of us are pretty good at, but not all of us. Okay? Now we need to figure out the area of every single face and add it up. Okay? Because you did very well. That's why when I said did well. Yeah, good. Now I'm going to figure out the area of these faces. So this one you see here, this is going to be 6 times 5. This area here, well I know this is going to be 6 because it's in line with this one. And I know this one's going to be 7 because it's in line with this one. So that's going to be 6 times 7, which is 42. And we're going to do this one, which is 7 times 5, which is 35. Now in class when we did it, what did we do with those answers? What did we do with every single one of those? We had 3 answers like that last time. What did we do with these 3 answers? Can you explain what we did and why? Is it about this?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Did we add them all together? And then
We
find
definitely had, you just walked in with that. We did add them, but before that what did we do? I think you're about to mention. By 2. Why 2? Why 2? You're definitely right, but why 2?
I was up again. It's hard.
Not because it's half. If you want to go, I'll let you go in a second. Okay? Choose your time, yeah? Why would a bother times in these faces by 2? And I had that box in the air the other day. I was holding it with
Just
two
the
hands.
Same size.
There you go. There's two faces at the same. So the front one, there's the front and the back. There's the left and the
Right.
top and the. So we can just do all those double, yeah? So times that by 2, you're going to have 60. Times that by 2, you're going to have 84. Times that by 2, you're going to have 70. And you add them all up. So this is going to be worth a lot of marks to you. I'm going to give you 1 mark for every face that's done right. So if I can see 30, 42 and 35, 1 for each.
What's the total?
I do that, yeah? Yeah, that's going to work out. If you times by 2, that's 4 marks, and if you added them all up, that's 5 marks. And when you add them up, you got reading, Josh, off you go. It's 214. Okay? And that is centimetres squared because it is an area. Okay?
Please.
Yeah, I did say choose your time.